against Eli Manning. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Jennings. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And Manning keeps it himself. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept the pass. I like him.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Now Manning. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Out left side here to Bryant. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Hayward Bay. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, and make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Play clock winding down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Good play. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
I think one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And not great starting field position here for the offense. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Manning finding time. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now it's Jennings. And he's got room. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes a really good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down Giants. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone now. Manning out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 10 yards still left on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Manning on third down. Looking for someone to throw to. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's going to take it, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
First and 15 here behind the chains. From the gun, it's Manning. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. It's a sneak, Manning. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Jennings. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw it with Manning. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Jennings. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A screen to Bell. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And now it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The play clock's running down. Here's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. 23 yards on the play. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing before. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Roethlisberger keeps it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, we looked at him, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Jennings. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because they're extra. Bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And now out come the Steelers. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.